Well, our next big adventure is fast approaching, and it's one that's been on our bucket list for a while, an unassisted Simpson Desert crossing, and we're going all the way out to Uluru. And our weapon of choice? The DRZ400. Based on their reliability and their parts availability, these bikes are just built for doing this job. And heading out there with me is our hard enduro addict Craig and good mate Pato, and both of these guys have already bought their bikes. And with the trip just around the corner, they keep reminding me that I still haven't got one yet, and time's a ticking. But I've got a few problems. I've got to sell my G450X to fund the DRZ. And even with the safari tank, the G450X just isn't built for a trip like this. But we've got one more problem. And it's a big one.
Now for a look at the weather, and Tony, floodwaters incredibly are still on the move out west.
Yes, Max, the rain from the start of the year is long gone, but that water is just now starting to reach Lake Eyre. That's a journey of over 1,500 kilometres. It moves slowly, snaking through the channels and creeks of Western Queensland on the way through, bringing lush vegetation and an abundance of bird life too. That's on such a grand scale we can track it via satellite. Now back to the weather, and we're about to warm up as well. I'll be back soon with the forecast.
I've been dreaming of this crossing ever since I took my 1200 to the top of Big Red, with a view looking back at the Simpson. Now it's time for me to find my DRZ. And with time running out, I need to find one with the mods already done. So, straight to Gumtree I go. And I may have to settle for an older one with a few more Ks on it. And then suddenly I've found one that ticks the box. And this one comes with some fruit. It's basically ready to go, so with a quick phone call and some negotiations with the Minister for Finance at home, we were off to Coffs Harbour. Things were looking up, and even the Minister for Finance had a smile. And with my offer accepted, we packed up the bike on the back of the ute and headed home, but not before stopping at the Big Banana. Right, here we are at the Big Banana. Got the little banana on the back. Happy days. Alright, so we finally made it home. Just got back from Coffs Harbour. Look what we got in the back of the ute. DRZ400. There she is there in the back of the Triton. It's got that 28 litre tank. Heaps of different mods on it. Get a closer look at it later. First we've got to get her off. And so with the bike now unloaded, it's time to take a closer look at it. Alright guys, so here she is. 2007 DRZ400E. A bit older than I expected to get. About 15,000 Ks on it. 28 litre safari tank. All the BMW goodies on it. Dash plate, guards, steg pegs, rear rack. Panniers, it comes, pannier racks, comes with panniers. All the fluids have been done already in it. It's got a spotlight on the front of it, LED. It's got the fender guard on it. What else? B&B radiator guards. Yeah, it's bloody good, all serviced. It's got an aftermarket pipe on it, and it's a bloody bargain. So yeah, pretty happy with it, and there's only a few minor things I've got to do to get it ready for the trip, so which is in about a month's time now. So it's getting close. But yeah, all good. It's time now to get this bike ready for registration. Never thought I'd see it. 3 bikes again in the garage. Got the G450X, which is still up for sale. 1200. And the new edition. There's actually an RM80 in bits over there, but anyway, I'm not counting that. The DRZ400. Desert Express. Another bonus too, the bike also came with this set of rig gear waterproof panniers, so pretty happy about that. That sort of saves me getting those, and big thanks to Adam, the guy that owned this bike, because he really looked after it, and he's had all the servicing done on it, and there's only a few little modifications I need to do before the trip. So obviously a screen, might change the pegs, heated hand grips, that's probably about it. This bike has also already had the suspension upgraded. Definitely flexes on the tank, but Standard indicators flex anyway, so don't think it's a real problem. Okay, just looking at this bracket again, I reckon you could probably flip that upside down and it'd probably alleviate that problem. That'd be pretty easy. So he's moved the ignition switch to the side here too, which is interesting. Yeah, while we're here, check out these goodies. So they're the panniers. Got 2 boxes here of parts. A couple of spare tanks and plastics, seat, original shit. In here, a couple of spare air filters, 2 heavy duty tubes, and the list goes on and on. Heaps and heaps of spare parts for this bike. Couple more things too. So there's a hiking tent, Denali sleeping bag that's -2 degrees, and we've got 2 4-litre water bladders. So I believe they're like a wine sort of flask or whatever inside. So yeah, so there's 8 litres for water there, plus whatever carrying the camelback. So yeah, they're included in the price too. Okay, tyres on this thing. It's got a D606 on the back, Dunlop. Looks brand new to me. And the front, MT21 on the front. So heaps of meat on it. But check out these things here. They look like bloody fishing sinkers. All in all, pretty good buy, I reckon. Alright, I suppose you want to hear this thing run. Choke comes pretty close to the tank there. Get a cigarette paper in there, I reckon. But she pulls out. It's in neutral. Yep. It's had the side stand delete done, and it's also had the clutch delete done already, so that was a bit of a bonus. Okay, here we go. Stinky out the garage. It's got the seat concept seat on it too, so that's another bonus. Not sure whether to get the other rack on the back or just go with this sucker. I'm going to load up the bike at some stage when I've got time and pack it up and just see what else it needs. Yeah, so they're the pegs. I think they must be the standard ones, which I wouldn't mind changing. Not very wide. And it hasn't got case savers, so it's nothing I've got to buy. It also hasn't got the Kickstarter mod done, so probably going to do that too. Anyway, time to start personalising this bike. Alright, here's the windshield for the DRZ. Just been at it with a heat gun, reshaped it a bit. Let's have a look and see how it fits. Not sure where I'm going to mount it yet, but roughly there. So it's got a bit of a lip to the top, bit of a lip to the bottom. Yeah, see how she goes. And it wasn't long before the first of the Farkles started arriving in the mail with a kickstand, enlarger and heated grips. Alright, just did a trial fit of the windscreen, so I'm pretty happy with that now. It's a modified Tenere 660 windscreen, the old Teneres. I reckon it turned out pretty good. It's amazing what a heat gun can do. Let's put some spaces down here. Bit of room underneath for the airflow to come through. Yeah, should be good. You can buy these windscreens online and modify them yourself from JRE Accessories. Okay, going over the bike last minute before the roadworthy, and I find this crack in my headlight. Roadworthy's tomorrow, so luckily last minute headlight change thanks to Facebook Marketplace. 65 bucks, gotta love it. Then the day arrived that was a little bit bittersweet for me. The G450X finally sold. Don't make them like this anymore. A bit of a sad day for me today because this G450X is going to a new owner. So I've owned it since 2015 now, about 7 years, 8 years. So yeah, it's a pity. So it's to make way for the DRZ Desert bike. But I'm sure the new owner's going to be really happy with it. I'm just going to warm it up, do an oil change, give it one last look over before it goes to its new owner. I'm going to miss it. Alright, just about to do the oil change on the 450 for the last time. She's making way for the DRZ Desert Express. So be all ready for its new owner. And then there were two. Well, there's three actually. There's an RM80 in there somewhere. Looking forward to getting to know this thing. Okay, first ride out on the DRZ since it's been registered. Got the screen on it, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting to know this new bike. Well, new to me anyway. And we're going to be doing a Simpson Desert crossing and just about halfway around Australia on it. So yeah, looking forward to it. Alright, let's see how she goes. So with the flooding in the Simpson, our trip has been postponed to August. And Craig has been busy replotting the route, which now includes Lake Eyre and Flinders Ranges. Right, just up at Beachmont, getting to know the new DRZ400. So far so good. Well, I keep looking for 6th gear, there's only 5. So yeah, she's running pretty well. Right, here we are on the other side of Beachmont. Getting to know the DRZ. So far so good. Loving her. Just taking the DRZ out for the first get to know you ride. So far so good. Absolutely loving it. I reckon if it had a 6-speed gearbox, it'd be the bloody perfect lightweight adventure bike. Right, here we are, Rotary Lookout, Mount Tambourine. The DRZ. Beautiful day for it. Wait. Look at that view. I gotta say, I'm loving this bike. It's really good. I think we've gelled straight away. I've just filled the tank up. It's got about 30 litres of fuel in it now, so in the 28 litre tank. I was about 30 and still feels really good. So, yeah. Alright, so what's the verdict on this thing? She's a bloody ripper. Absolutely love it. I think I've gelled with it straight away. Feels good. It's got a full tank. It seems to handle quite well even with a full tank. Yeah, could do with a 6th gear. But anyway, so it's got a 1544 sprocket combination on it at the moment, which is sort of the one that everybody seems to go with. And I don't know, I might even play with something a little bit different, maybe a 1542 or something, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, pretty happy. She's a beast.